Today I will show you how I made the 1000 euro Lamborghini steering wheel at home, and everything you need is in the description below. Before diving into the assembly process, let me give you all some specifications about this wheel. First of all, it works with pretty much any wheel base as long as you use a compatible quick release. It's fully PC compatible, works with a ton of games, and runs with SimHub for full customization. Everything connects through USB-C, so it's clean, simple and reliable. On the front, you've got a 4.3-inch touchscreen with rev lights. This wheel features 8 buttons and 4 rotary encoders, all fully customizable. On the back there are magnetic paddle shifters. The wheel is 31 centimeters in diameter, just as the real one, and it weighs just under 2 kilos, and the whole thing can be printed using a single spool of filament, and I used PLA. Before even starting this tutorial, I really want to apologize for every English mistake that I made throughout the video, and also for my awful driving skills. So here are all the parts you need to print, so make sure nothing is missing. First, we're going to assemble the handle. For this, just take these parts, insert the rectangular pieces into the center part like this, then assemble the rest and secure everything using strong glue. Next, we're going to install the paddle shifters onto the wheel body. Start by placing 2 magnets into the dedicated slots, then place 2 more magnets on top of them to make sure the polarity is correct. Use the paddle to pick them up and apply some strong glue, then place it into position. Do the same thing for the other side. Once that's done, insert the micro switch in its slot, just place it and push it in. Repeat the same process on the other side. Now we can assemble everything together using an M3x40 screw. Next, install the M8 thread insert just like shown in the video. After that, we assemble the screen and LEDs housing like this, glue the LEDs into their slots, then screw the whole assembly onto the front of the wheel using M3x10 screws. Don't forget to add the 2 dark acrylic rectangles 180 by 17 millimeters. And this is what we have so far. Now, I prepared the USB hub and the Arduino board to save space, but at this point you can do whatever works best for you. The only important thing in the end is to connect the screen and the board to your PC. I added a USB hub, so I only have one USB-C cable coming out of the wheel, but you're free to do it your own way. All that's left to do now is insert the buttons and encoders, solder everything and close the wheel using the M6x16 screws. Here is my steering wheel, and I will show you step by step how to set it up and how to connect it to the computer. First of all, you're gonna open SimHub, so I already opened it. Then you're gonna connect the wheel to the computer. I just plugged it and nothing happens, but it's fine. First thing I'm gonna do is go to devices, scroll down here, add the new device and search Vocore, because I use the Vocore display. So double click, and now as you just saw, the screen turned on. Now what we're gonna do is to declare each button and the LEDs, because the screen is already independent from the Arduino board. I'll just show you how to declare these ones and the LEDs, because once you've done these ones, like the shifters, you can do all the buttons without any issue. I know that I wired these 2 micro switches on the pin 50 and 48, and the LEDs are wired to the A0, analog 0. So on SimHub, I'm gonna open the Arduino setup tool, and as you can see, the board is connected. Open the Arduino setup tool. Now you're going to choose your board. In my case, it is an Arduino Mega. Then select your serial port. As you can see, you have a preview of your wiring, and as I told you, my LEDs should come here on the A0, so it's the pin 54. I'ma look for the LEDs. LEDs count. I have 14 LEDs right here. 14. Digital pin number, it is the 54th pin. So here you have other options like testing mode, light up all configured LEDs, which means each time you're gonna plug the wheel to the computer, all the LEDs here are gonna light up in red, just to show you LEDs are recognized by the computer. I will turn this on. Then reverse LED order is literally going to reverse the LEDs order. And now I gotta add the 2 buttons, the shifters. Scroll down till you see additional buttons. I'm gonna add 2 buttons. First additional button, digital pin, and as I already told you, here are the 2 pins for my shifters, 50 and 48. Once again, I've got a preview. So now let's check the box and upload to Arduino. And as you can see, the LEDs are all lighted up. This is the testing mode. Upload successful, okay. I'ma close this. Now it's not connected, but you just gotta wait some time and it will connect again. So now the LEDs should be fine. Let's say you want to add some rev lights. Go on this tab, RGB LEDs, and you gotta add an effect. RPMs, show LEDs gradient based on car RPMs. This is what we want. Now here you have a preview of the LEDs, and there should be 14 LEDs. You got a preview also here. Start position, LED count 16. I'm reduce that 14. So as you can see, the LEDs are still black, pitch black, but once you're in the game, the LEDs should light up, okay? But you can also add some LED effects when the game is not running. As you can see, I have one effect here. So now, for example, if you take a look at the LEDs, game is not running, but the LEDs are light up, and you can create your own animations and stuff like that. Now the screen is okay, LEDs are fine. We already wired the buttons, but since I used an Arduino Mega, this board is not recognized directly by the game that I will use, which is Assetto Corsa. To solve this issue, I'm gonna go to Control and Events, then Keyboard Emulation, because we want to emulate the keyboard. To make it simple, when you press a button, for example, it will send a signal to the board, and the board would send a signal to SimHub, and then SimHub will emulate the key you chose. As you can see, I already added some emulation options. Add mapping. Now, click to configure. This is the input. Waiting for input. Now, I will click, for example, to the minus shifter, and as you can see, it found the input. Press type, I'ma choose short press. Then save. So here you told SimHub the input. So the input is done. Now you're gonna tell SimHub what key do you want to emulate. I'll choose M. We are done. LEDs are fine, screen is fine, and buttons are also fine. Now I will open the game. So go to home, launch game. Once the game open, just go to controls, then wheel, custom, and now combine with keyboard input, which means that you'll be able to use, for example, your Fanatec base or Logitech base, and at the same time use these buttons. Now I'm gonna go to keyboard, mouse, and gear shift up, for example. I am going to set it up as M, because if you remember, on SimHub I just wanted this button to emulate the M key on the keyboard. Gear shift up, M. So you will do the exact same thing for each button on your wheel. Let's save the current. Go back here if you want to use your whatever Fanatec or Logitech base. Save, then you can play. As you can see, you can already see some metrics on the screen. The rev lights are also working, but they are inverted, and I will show you how to invert them. Now if you take a look here on the game wheel, it will show that we are on neutral, and if I click here, as you can see, we're gear shifting up, or upshifting, I mean, sorry. Now I will show you how to fix this thing. So just go back to SimHub. Once you're on SimHub, just go to Arduino, RGB LEDs, then scroll down to RPMs and right to left. And that's it. So this was all for the setup procedure. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you're interested, you'll find everything you need in the description below. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know what you think. And if you decide to build this wheel yourself, I'd love to see your own makings, just like with the previous one.